As we've seen in Australia, as well as in the UK and the US, the media industry has played a powerful role in creating an insidious culture war with dehumanising clickbait catchphrases like the trans debate, or the gender debate, as they like to call it, in which trans people, especially kids, are kicked around like footballs. Information around gender-affirming care and support services is distorted and twisted. Hate groups and anti-trans individuals are made out to look like experts, when really they lack any credible experience in working with us, or worse, conduct unethical and biased research that exploits our experiences and identities to serve their own agendas. Worst of all, people like me are made out to be predators and evil, a harmfully false assertion that creates a culture that endangers my safety and the safety of the trans community. It also endangers the safety of people's brothers, sisters, siblings, parents, children, and loved ones. The most nonsensical message in the public sphere right now is that we're being taught to believe that we live in a world where drag queens are dangerous, but Nazis should be protected for their right to free speech when they stand on the steps of Parliament House and call for the genocide of a minority group. These opinions are hate speech, and currently there are no national laws in place to protect us from hate speech, vilification, and misinformation. We need our allies to shoulder some of the burden, because you can't celebrate with us at WorldPride and then scatter when the attacks come. If you want the pride and the glitter and the confetti, you also have to stand with us when it's uncomfortable and scary too. I call on our political leaders, our law and policy makers, community leaders, and our nation to stand with trans people by supporting the following calls to action. First, we need increased funding for family support organisations that are working to protect and uplift families of trans youth who are distressed or under attack. Second, we need to ensure and protect access to life-saving gender-affirming healthcare for trans, gender-diverse and non-binary young people. Third, we need to extend legal protections to stop the harmful spread of misinformation, vilification and hate speech to further protect vulnerable LGBTIAQ+ communities.
Who's funding the culture war? It's obviously a well-funded movement.
It is a well-funded movement. Look, I don't know who's funding it. I can't give a more direct answer than that, but I would say that the Murdoch Press is a big player in that and have a lot of sway and a lot of influence, and the work they do does trickle down into other places.
What's your message to them?
To who?
To the anti-trans movement.
Stop trying to kill us.
Thank you.